Hey guys, Lanier here. Just wanted to film a quick video for you. I wanted to talk to you guys about why I shoot the way that I do. To all my commercial or potential clients or any clients out there, I have every tool you could want in the toolkit. I have lights and diffusers and reflectors and tripods and a slew of assistants and interns. I pretty much have anything that anyone would want to be able to do a shoot with. So let me just start off by saying that if my clients need anything, I can provide it. But when it comes to my YouTube channel, I do things a little bit differently. And here's why. I want to represent what 90% of photographers do. When I got into photography, I would look at a lot of videos from other photographers, and some of them were great. But they were with 20 speed lights and crews of massive amounts of people, and with off-camera flash and blah, I mean just craziness. Gear, $50,000 a gear, $100,000 a gear. That's not realistic. And for those of us out there, now if you're using it for a marketing tool and you just want to market yourself, all the more power to you. For me, I'm trying to show photographers, the 90% of photographers, what it's like. That's why I use lights that are $500 instead of $3,000. It's why I many times won't use a reflector, because quite candidly, when I used reflectors by myself, what ended up happening was they would fall over. I've never had a reflector that stays upright on a stand unless there's no wind. I do things very organically. When I shoot, and the videos that I'm sharing with you, when I shoot them, what I am doing is showing you what I did when I first started. Now, my skill level is definitely higher. My ability to pose is definitely higher. But what I'm doing is showing you guys how I did it, how I got started, what I did, and most importantly, how you can replicate it. It's why when I post images, I say that they're edited in Lightroom only. I want to show you guys something that resembles something close to what I shot. A lot of the times when you look at people's pictures and there's tons of stuff on there and it's edited to death, and some of the editing is great, but it doesn't even come close to resembling what they actually took a picture of. It gives a false representation to the viewer as to what the photographer actually did and not the editor. Now, I understand that the photographer and the editor can sometimes be the same person. But when you're doing a video on photography and not editing, in my opinion, it should be of the photography. So I do edit the images from a developing standpoint in Lightroom, but I don't go up and retouch them and put tons of skin softening and gradient layers and all sorts of craziness. I don't do that because I want you guys to see what I shot. I want you guys to see what I did so you guys can learn how to do it. That's the whole point of the videos. So what do? I do my shoots the way I used to do my shoots. I still, for you guys on my channel, I do my shoots the way I did them 5 years ago. How is that? I get TF models. I don't get super experienced models. Guys, super experienced models can be a huge detriment to your career when you're learning. Why? They do the work for you. You take pictures, you think you're amazing, and then you can't replicate it. See, when you can get somebody who's completely unfamiliar with posing and you can actually pose them into the way that you want them to look, that's when you're learning. When you go out and you take pictures and somebody is posing themselves for you and you're just snapping away, you're not learning a lot. So for that reason, I get models who are very inexperienced. I want to show you guys what it's like. More importantly, if you're not into fashion photography and you're into seniors or weddings or whatever it might be, using a TF and an inexperienced model is much closer to what it will be like when you shoot a bride or a senior or any person of that nature. Using inexperienced models is a great way to learn. I use the clothing that the models bring. I don't set up wardrobe. I don't pay for wardrobe. Guys, it's not because I don't have money. It's not because I don't want to do it. I want to show you what I did. I want to teach you guys how I got where I am. And that's why I do it that way. So I take the clothes that they have. It's a very organic experience. I take the clothes that they have. I take random cars or bikes, whatever it might be, that I get for free, and I just make a video out of it. It's that simple. I use any props that we can find. I don't pay for this stuff, guys. Why? It's not because I can't. It's not because I can't get sponsors to help out. It's because I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to teach you, and I hope that makes sense. So when you see all these videos and I have people say, oh, you should have used this, you should have used that, how dreadful you didn't bring a reflector to a shoot. I don't care if I bring a reflector to a shoot that I'm doing for free. because I'm trying to teach you what would have happened 5 years ago when I was shooting, 3 years ago when I was shooting. Now, somebody hires me to do a commercial shoot, I get a paying client and I shoot them. Yeah, I bring more gear. Why? The client's paid for it. But I'm trying to show you guys what's possible with very, very little. I'm trying to show you guys what's possible with $5,000 of gear or less. And that's being generous. Most of my bodies are around $2,000. Some of my lenses are about $1,000, maybe $1,500. That's $3,500 of gear right there. And that's on the expensive end of the stuff that I use. Lights, my Flashpoint Rove light, my Interfit strobies, all those are in the $400 or $500 range. The Rotolite Neos, $400. I'm trying to use stuff that every photographer out there can eventually have access to. And I hope that that makes sense, guys. I'm trying to show you what the real photographer, not some highfalutin, rich, snobby pro can do. Because guess what, guys? If you have that kind of gear, if you're semi-talented, you can get pretty darn good shots. I'm trying to show you guys how to be artists and how to create on a limited budget. If you want to learn, if you really want to grow and have a real, raw experience, something that will actually teach you, and I'm not going to sell you a bunch of crap, come to one of my workshops and I'll show you. In the meantime, watch my videos and see what I do. I get countless comments and emails and messages from people thanking me for using this style of shooting because it enables them to actually see that in a year or two or 6 months or in a week, they can actually do it themselves. One of the other things, guys, is a lot of the times I get people asking me for my settings when I do shoots. Sometimes I include them and sometimes I don't. Now, I include them when I think it's going to be beneficial to you, when I think that those settings are a good representation of what you could do on a similar shoot. There are other times where if you guys aren't in that specific scenario, those settings will not help you. So for that reason, I don't include the settings. And it's just for an efficiency standpoint so I can get the video out faster. So when I think that there's a benefit to you guys, I'll put them. When I think that I can get the video out faster and there isn't much of a benefit, and in fact it might end up confusing you, I don't put the settings. That's just as simple as it gets. Guys, I'm trying to demystify photography. I'm trying to show you that there's a world of art and creativity way past the f-stops, way past the shutter speeds. The shutter speeds and apertures and ISO and composition and rule of thirds, it's critical. You have to know them, you have to master them. But if you get so hung up on the minutia of it, you lose the entire creativity. You lose the entire creative aspect of photography. And if you're not going to be creative with your photography, why do it? I love what I do. I love that I get to share it with other people. And I am thrilled and honored and blessed that you guys join me on this journey. Guys, I've started from the ground up. I'm at where I'm at today thanks in large part to you, and I'll never forget that. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. Last but not least, to my haters, believe it or not, I have a goal of eventually turning you over to my side. You'll see that I really am legit. You'll see that I really do care about people, and that I really do want to make the photography industry and the world of photography a better place where everyone can be accepted, everyone can share what they have to offer to the world, and everyone can be uplifted. So until next time, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams, guys. Of course I love Sony, but I really don't care what you shoot with as long as you're shooting something that you love. So find the right gear that works for you. Never give up on those dreams. There will be tons of people who try to tear you down, especially other photographers. Push them to the side, guys. Carry on and prevail. And like I always say, remember, you only have one chance to get it right. Talk to you later.